Most people feel lost. No direction, no clarity, no idea what they're doing. And they think the problem is motivation. I don't think so. Some people work less, yet move faster. They seem calm, focused, almost certain. While you, busy all day, still stuck. So what's the difference? It's not intelligence, it's not discipline. It's one mistake, a silent one. And it's destroying your sense of direction. I'm about to show you exactly what it is. And by the end of this, you'll understand why you feel lost and how to fix it. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Progress. You think you're moving forward. You're not. You're consuming videos, podcasts, advice, content, endless input. Your brain feels productive, feels busy, feels on track. But here's the problem, though. You're not creating anything. Psychologist Robert Bjork calls this the illusion of competence. You recognize information, so you think you understand it. But recognition is not understanding. It's familiarity, and familiarity is useless. Most people think, if I learn more, I'll figure things out. Wrong. You're not lost because you lack information. You're lost because you never convert information into direction. Think about it. You watch a video about discipline, then another about purpose, then another about habits. Feels productive. But what did you actually do? Nothing. No action, no output, no decision, just consumption. It's like downloading file and never opening them. Your brain becomes a storage unit, not a system. Elite performers don't do this. They limit input, then force output. Cal Newport calls this deep work. Focused, uninterrupted execution, not passive learning, active creation. Example. Average person reads 10 books on productivity, still disorganized. Elite person reads 1 book, then applies one system immediately. That's the difference. Not more knowledge, more execution. But here's the problem, though. Even if you start taking action, you might still feel lost because you're missing the second layer. Chapter 2. The direction trap. Most people think they need a clear purpose, a perfect plan, a life mission. Wrong. That's exactly what's keeping you stuck. You're waiting for clarity before taking action. That's backwards. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck showed this clearly. People with a fixed mindset wait to feel ready. People with a growth mindset act first. Clarity comes after action, not before. But you sit there thinking, what should I do with my life? Wrong question. You don't think your way into direction. You move your way into it. Here's what actually happens. Action creates feedback. Feedback creates clarity. Clarity creates direction. No action, no feedback, no direction. So you feel lost. Not because life is confusing, but because you're not moving. Think about elite groups, entrepreneurs, surgeons, athletes. They don't wait for perfect clarity. They test, adjust, move again. Erickson's research on deliberate practice proves this. Improvement comes from iteration, not planning. Example, you want to find your passion. So you research, watch videos, think deeply. Months pass, still confused. Meanwhile, someone else tries 3 different things. Fails twice, finds one thing that works. They're ahead, not because they're smarter, because they moved. You didn't. But here's the problem, though. Even when people start taking action, they make one more mistake. And this one is deadly. Chapter 3. The Scattered Focus Problem. You're doing too many things. That's why you feel lost. Not too few, too many. Different goals, different plans, different directions. Your brain is split. Cognitive overload. Psychologists call this attention residue. Every time you switch tasks, part of your mind stays stuck on the previous one. University of California research shows it takes over 20 minutes to fully refocus after switching tasks. You switch every few minutes, do the math. You never fully focus on anything. So nothing compounds, nothing builds, everything feels shallow. And shallow progress feels like no progress. That's why you feel lost. Not because you're doing nothing, because you're doing everything. Poorly, elite performers do the opposite. They narrow down, brutally. One direction, one priority, one system. Then they go deep, not wide. Steve Jobs killed entire product lines to focus. Warren Buffett famously said, write down 25 goals, delete 20, focus on 5. The rest, avoid at all costs, because they dilute your energy. You think more options equals more freedom. Wrong. More options equals more confusion. Constraint creates clarity, always. But here's the problem, though. Even if you focus on one thing, you can still feel stuck. Because of the final mistake. Chapter 4. The Passive Brain. You're not engaging your brain properly. You're consuming, lightly, passively. Your brain never struggles. And without struggle, there's no encoding. No memory, no insight, no growth. Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered this in 1885. The forgetting curve. You forget most information within days, unless you actively retrieve it. That's the key, active recall. Most people read, highlight, rewatch. Wrong, that's passive review. It feels easy, which means it doesn't work. Elite learners do the opposite. They close the book, then ask, what did I just learn? They struggle, they fail, they recall. That struggle sends a signal to the brain. This matters. Then it sticks. Rudiger and Karpik approved this. Students who used active recall retained 50% more information. 50%, same time, double retention. So what happens to you? You consume passively. Nothing sticks, no insight compounds. So every day feels like starting over. That's why you feel lost. Not because you're incapable. Because nothing is building. Your brain is a leaky bucket, and you never fix the leaks. Mid-video trigger. By the way, if you're starting to see the problem, hit subscribe before you forget. Because most people will watch this, understand it, then go right back to old habits. Don't be that person. We fix leaks here. The real problem. Let's connect everything. You consume too much. You wait for clarity. You do too many things. You learn passively. Of course you feel lost. Your brain is overloaded, under-focused, and directionless. But here's the truth. You don't need a new life plan. You need a new system. The fix, simple but hard. 3 rules. That's it. Rule 1, limit input. One source at a time. No jumping, no overload. Rule 2, force output. After learning something, use it immediately. Write, build, explain. Rule 3, narrow focus. One priority. Ignore everything else. Temporarily, that's how clarity forms. That's how direction appears. Not magically, systematically. Final loop. But here's the problem though. Even if you fix all of this, there's still one thing that can destroy your progress. You can have focus, clarity, and a system. But if your brain is constantly distracted, none of it works. That's why I made this video breaking down how to eliminate distraction and rewire your brain for deep focus. Because without that, you'll fall right back into the same cycle. Watch it next and fix this properly.